I don't remember this place. We blew up most of the stuff in here. Nah. We'll go down to where I absolutely know we have a washer and dryer to fiddle with. Alright, got clothing, detergent, a bunch of other crap. Alright, how's this work again? I remember... I think that just gets rid of the dirty condition. It takes a really long time for us to pick up. And that says 8% dirtiness. These reports, these pop-up numbers are so wrong. It says 100% condition, 8 dirtiness. It's actually 6% condition, 31 dirtiness. Fill it with my water in my plastic bucket. Fill it with glue. And it's looking for a liquid. Set to on, put clothes inside. Birch drink. Powered water flowing. Wetness increasing. Dirtiness decreasing. Slowly. Erg. If that's even the right info again, as the pop-up info keeps being wrong on the clothing. This is the room the building we spawned in for this run. Pretty cool little, well, not little actually, it's pretty cool big apartment on top of a restaurant. I forget where the light was for this section again. I don't know. Oh, right there. Right there. Do these all move together or separately? Probably separately. Oh. Destroyed. Oops. Damn it. Oh well. I had it on the wrong option apparently. I'm not wearing my backpack at the moment, so I'm going to be careful with how much crap we're carrying. Does take a while. The confusing part is I have not inserted any... oh, there's the detergent. I forgot about the detergent. I assume that's going to speed things up. Pronto detergent. Chemical cleaner. Yep. Oh, they're all zeros now. I guess add detergent is the moral of the story. I don't think there's anything I need from here. Bookshelf cabinet wouldn't be terrible. No, that particular design I don't think it'll ever let me take. We got enough strength, we can go a long way now. Hey, zombie. I want these rugs, but they won't let me take them. Getting close. Good enough. All right, I think we're done here. He's looking a little shaky. I am missing something. Okay. Either Super Wojo. Thanks very much. The binging noise is a little loud again. All right, we can watch a trailer. How exciting. So, stressed, thirsty. Let's take care of thirsty. Very hydrated. Oh, we hit 25 vitality. Get to pick a perk. Whoa, so many choices on vitality. Bank it, clean skin. Chance of dirty bandages becoming infected is reduced to 25%. I don't remember ever seeing a bandage become dirty or ever even looking at a bandage again. Usually they disappear, I thought, after the problem disappears. I've never actually looked. Compromised savant. Chances of getting sick are tripled, and the effects are stronger, but you get a 5% XP bonus in every skill. Okay. Max health is increased by 25%. Muscle memory, of course. Gain XP faster. Steel limbs, 50% less likely to break your arms or legs. I have not seen a sprain, break, or anything like that on any limb. That compromised savant looks pretty fun. Wonder if the chance of getting the zombie virus are tripled, because that would be rough. Well, let's take the XP gain just like we have for all the other ones. Oh shit. Damn it. I'm gonna wreck this van. Here they come. What I don't know is that's a screamer event again. I don't know if the event is tied to my personal location or the where the scream occurred. New zombies are showing up over here. We'll know it's tied to me. Looks like it's tied to me. Something else is appearing. Oh, never mind. Van. Once upon a time, you were pretty cool looking. A lot of bodies on the ground. All right, let's drive back towards base, see if Screamer Horde is there. Oh, come on. Ridiculous how some of these corpses make your vehicle flip all over the place. I can't tell which corpses are going to do it. Most of them you can drive right over once they're dead. I'm going to check the condition on this van. It's looking rough. Ooh. Alright, so it happened. I immediately left. We saw a few runners come in. I don't know. The first one was ridiculous. We had so many zombies. I don't know. I'll have to stick around for more of them and see if they all get ridiculous like that. Yeah, the brown van is wrecked. It's not looking so good. 40. uh, I'd rather not have it break down right in front of the door. We've already got one obstacle. I think I need to park this up at the gas station. We'll just fill it with gas and leave it sitting near here. Not actually showing progress. Oh, I don't see it from the third-person view, apparently. Hopefully we don't have a leaking pump or a leaking gas tank. No, it's in good condition. Alright, so we got 100% fuel. This is now just a fuel tank. Let's park it. Doesn't really matter where. It's along the fence here. Ah, oh, poor van. You should get the bow out. Three hits. Ugh. So, this is also full fuel tank. Yeah. Pretty rough, but drivable. We'll make this our new travel van, or travel vehicle. Oh, I haven't hot-wired it yet. Alright, what are we at? Seriously stressed, still hydrated. 5:30, it's a little early. I don't want to go to bed quite yet. Let's go grab the bow and arrow. Go. That's guns only. Baseball bat will last a little longer. Or, I mean, the fire axe will last a little longer. Actually, it's probably a good time to pull out the wood axe and see if this can also one hit. It's only theoretically one less. Silly towel. Alright, so axe, bow, pistol, and towel. Give me my arrow back. Neither one of them? Really? Not on either side, huh? So yeah, I mean, bow. Implementation's a little weak, but it does its thing. Not a lot of arrows out there, though, and they disappear pretty quick. How is this compared? Nothing compares to CDDA. Come on. What are you asking me here? CDDA is an insanely detailed, complex, overly hard to learn, ridiculously variable monstrosity of a zombie apocalypse game in a 2D tile-based format. This is a 3D Project Zomboid-like in second day of early access, developed by 2 people. So, you know, there's no comparison. Barring general overall theme of zombie apocalypse, there's almost nothing else comparative. All right. Maybe we'll just get an early sleep, and we'll get a whole bunch of sleep. Give me a boost, Leroy, so I can close my door. Alright, I'm gonna have to go source some more vehicles. We're breaking them at a pretty fast rate. It's gonna be a problem. Let's go 10 hours of sleep. Well, guess what? It has happened. Alright, power's out. Examine connections. So, let's see. Examine connections, disconnect all, add connection there. Examine, disconnect, add connection there. I gotta go get that dryer. I forgot the dryer. I think that's all my power at the moment. Let's... how do I connect the lights? Can we wire the lights in? Do I have to have matches in my inventory in order to light this? It doesn't mention it, but I know we had matches. I don't remember if I had matches at the time. I hear you, zombies. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yep. You have to have matches in your inventory in order to light that thing. That's such a weird color scheme. Alright, so... power to our stove and our refrigerator. Don't know how to connect to lights, or if you even can. Yeah, looks like we can still one-shot them with the wood axe, so that's good. Alright, so now we're going to have to figure out lighting. If I can't connect into these kinds of lights. What about like the exit sign? Alright, stop popping in and out of the damn view. So we can wire that up. Doesn't look like it's actually lighting it up though. Connected to gas generator. 20 watts of consumption. There's no turn on option. So, you know. Receiving connections, none empty. Add a connection to the generator. Well, there you go. So yes, I can run power up into that and then keep everything else connected to it, I guess, would be simpler. That's assuming I want to run all this power. It doesn't show me like a total power draw or anything. I don't see any numbers. We're already down to 82 out of 88. It's going to burn out quick. There's a switch at the bottom of the exit sign. Oh, yep, there is. It's not clickable though. Doesn't do anything. Back lights, front lights, probably exterior light. There's no battery system though, so I mean this thing's putting out 1,000 watts. As long as I'm not using 1,000 watts, then it's all the same. So it's not like I'm storing energy or anything and trying to conserve. It's not that complex a system. Click. Okay, so it finally happened. Power is gone. I'm assuming then it was power on day 5 and water on day 7. So we got a couple more days of having running water. The power's already gone. I don't know how the refrigerator is going to be affected for food preservation purposes if I'm not running the generator all the time. If I go out and about, that Jenny's going to probably run down long before I come back from a trip. Seems like it burns pretty damn quick. So yeah, not like I have that much fresh food to preserve. We've seen just a couple of animals and I couldn't figure out how to harvest any meat or anything off of it. So I do definitely need to look into if you can harvest meat, because we saw, what, 2 leather pieces or something, and that was it. We're actually pretty hungry and slightly thirsty too. I'm going to leave that for now. Hey there, Cause Lord. How different is it? It's pretty decent, or pretty different. It's more, much more closely aligned with Project Zomboid. Very basic combat and zombie enemy system. Very basic. But lots and lots and lots of items and structures and building and base setting up and looting and so on, with pretty complex systems compared to most games of this type, especially considering 2 developers and 2 or 3 days of early access. But it is not anything remotely like 7 Days, which, again, as I keep saying, 7 Days to Die these days is a funhouse action looter shooter. No survival aspects of any kind. So I'm trying to decide. We're having vehicle problems. We're wrecking vehicles pretty quick. So far, we're not having gas problems, but now that the power's out, we won't be able to fuel up at the gas pumps. I'm still not sure if there's any way to get fuel pumps running now that the power's out. They don't have the electrical connection option like these devices in here do. So unless you connect to the fuse box at the gas station and that then provides power to the pumps, that's the only thing I can see. So I might, as a test, pull the Jenny that we have here, run it over to the gas station right next door, hook into their breaker box, and power it up, and see if that then lets me access the fuel pumps. So it's a pretty important thing to know, because it's going to really heavily dictate how you go about things in the early game. If once the power goes out, if you're permanently locked out of the fuel pumps, or if you can jury rig power to them to get the gas out. I'm not sure which way it is for this game currently. We got no food generation of any kind. No farming going on. We got no... I don't know how you're going to go hunting. That's the other thing I got to look up, is the animal stuff. See if there's any information on that. No NPC interaction that I've seen so far. I have no idea if there's any out there. I suspect not. Let's make a save right here. Get rid of all those autosaves. I gotta lessen the autosave frequency. I don't generally reload, so I don't need a million autosaves constantly hitting the hard drive. We haven't started grinding any of the skills yet either. So there's a sandbox option here. What this is it's a kind of a pre-set up starting location where they give you all the tools, all the raw materials, and other stuff. So you can, it's kind of like the creative mode. So you can go in and you can play around with things. I haven't actually gone into it yet. I don't know what it would answer question-wise. I might do that off camera just to double check, see if I can learn a few things there. There is a console, but I don't know any of the console commands. You can bring up a console, but I haven't seen a list of what you can do. It does have multiplayer. You can set up dedicated servers, all that kind of stuff. So the only problem we had really during the run was that that Screamer Horde, that first Screamer Horde, was just ridiculous. With how basic the combat system is, and especially the movement speed of the runners and the overwhelming number of runners that were in that Screamer Horde, that was just silly. Totally silly. I don't see how anybody's expected to survive that. even if you had a gun, you wouldn't have anywhere remotely near enough bullets, and they wouldn't fire fast enough, and you'd be swamped anyway. So that was really odd. I mean, we must have had 50, 60, I don't know how many, and you're completely, totally winded and tapped out by like the third or fourth zombie, and you're doing the melee, and you can't really maneuver, you can't really use the terrain very well. So the only thing I saw that I could do, which we barely escaped with, was getting moving in our second vehicle and just leaving the area. So that, I'm not sure if that's being tuned up by my world settings either, because I have the zombies set at double, 2x. So 64 zombie corpses around the base. Now, I didn't kill most of those. I might have killed maybe 20. Maybe that many. But the rest were all vehicle kills. Just the vehicle rolling over and crushing things when I was trying to maneuver. The majority of those were just all vehicle kills. So, yeah. Decent base building in the game. Sorta. It's more base, not building so much, but base accoutering. You're getting accessorizing. You're accessorizing your base. You find a building you like, and you can kind of strip it down, and then you can bring in all the stuff that you want. Almost everything you see in the game world, you can pick up and load up on the vehicle and take back to your base and organize it and decorate it and get it all set up however you'd like. So this garage that you saw me in started completely empty. That's why I chose it, because it was completely clean. Nothing in it. And I wanted to see if I could set up a working area and a living area in that kind of a setup. It's working fine now that I know a few things and we've learned a few things. But you can pick up a nice house anywhere. Even if it starts messed up, you can get rid of all the stuff, all the junk and boxes and everything, and then decorate it or move in your stuff however you want. So you can't just build a building. It's not like base building where you just go out into an open field and you erect a structure. You don't have that option. There is a build menu where you can fortify. You can get fortified windows and doors and things like that, but you're not actually putting anything up. How do I like it versus Surrounded? I mean, very different types of games. Very different. This is much deeper systemically. I mean, there's a lot more going on with all the base management and just huge amounts of interaction with all sorts of objects and things you can do. But it's a totally different kind of gameplay. Sounds similar when you do it in an elevator pitch for each, but the experiences are just very different. Weirdly, Surrounded has better combat, sort of. Surrounded's got really weird combat too, just because of some of the ways things work. But it feels more arcadey combat focused than this does currently, with the limitations that this one has. So most of the gameplay value in this one is going to be scavenging, exploring, collecting, setting up a fun base somewhere. So far, I mean, just the random screamer hordes would be hard to deal with. I mean, I don't think fortifying your base is really going to do you much good. It'll keep them out, but I don't really have a good way of killing them. I mean, if I can't get to the roof from the inside of my building, I'm not sure. Maybe there's places where I can go get a lot of bullets, and maybe that would have made a difference, but it just seems counterproductive that a screamer goes off, you get a horde of zombies, then you start using guns to deal with the horde, and the noise level is going to probably continue to make even more problems. So, I don't know, it's weird, but I've only really been dealing with it. We started playing yesterday, so it's early times. I don't know what the later gameplay looks like. I don't know if things escalate. There's a lot of elements we haven't really encountered yet. For now, though, I got to take a break. I'm coming up on 8 hours, and I did 10 hours yesterday of Vane, so I need to take a break, go get some food, relax for a bit, and then we'll probably return tomorrow and keep plugging away at it. I'll do some testing and do some research on the things I've still got questions about. But I definitely like the increased zombie count. I went to 2.0 in the number of zombies for this run. I like the increased sensitivity of their hearing and sight. So I think the difficulty options I said I'm happy with. Currently, at least with my knowledge level. It's just I got to continue learning about a lot of stuff. And I also set it so that the power goes out at 5 days and the water goes out at 7 days. So we're about hitting those right now. So now I'm going to have to figure out the systems to adapt to that stuff. So, you know, still lots of stuff to do. But that's it. All right, let me go check, see here if anybody is available that I can raid. Who's doing what? I don't know any of you people. Let's go raid somebody playing a game called Vane. If I can find anyone here. Why is it not showing? Nah, that guy's pretty big. I'll send you over his way. Maybe he's doing something cool. Going to send you over to Robaz, who's currently playing Vane. Okay, 3 more seconds. You are out of here. Have fun, everyone.